And so he's definitely one of the favorites as well here. And yeah, we do see Xoni on the right side as the red Zerg here. And then the bottom left, we do have Panda Tank. And I think this time he will make an earlier forge, so he's gonna make it at 14, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Very early forge.
There we go, sending the probe back to his minerals while scouting with the other probe. And actually I have to criticize that on Shakuras. I think on Shakuras you can try to delay your forge as long as possible.
The only reason is if you want to cannon offensively. It's really the only reason, considering what he saw from Zoni so far. So if he doesn't cannon, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Because especially on Shakuras, you can wall off very easy. It's only 3 big buildings, and you have a long time to spot the Zerglings running across.
Quite a longish map.
Yeah, and Xoni is actually going for the hedge at the third right away once again. So let's see if Panda Tank is deciding to send his probe down. Not yet, because he's going to place a Nexus right now, so he doesn't have the minerals anyways.
I'm so disappointed. No offensive cannons, so that was just pure inefficiency. Now gonna lose his probe. Oh, thank you.
He could have lost it, but Xoni decided to attack the pylon there.
Yeah.
Still trying to get the probe, but not gonna happen. Gonna recharge some of the shields. It's almost at 20 again. There we go. And
is he gonna cancel the pylon? He should cancel it. He didn't. Oh, but no Zerglings are being made.
No, he made more drones.
Wow. So he thought, you're going to cancel the pylon, because that's normal.
Yeah.
And now suddenly he has no way to kill this pylon quickly.
Yeah, it will take him a while.
Is that a bluff from Zoni and a bluff from Panda? And now paying off for Panda? Because normally you would have links coming way longer.
Yeah, indeed. He even made the extractor trick to make one more drone.
Yeah.
Instead of a pack of Zerglings. He could have done that.
Now
so the queen is running down.
Not helping with the pylon, wants to go to the third.
Yeah, it wants to lava inject and putting creep there.
LoWeLy, by the way, is 6-2 in the NSL Season 3.
Is he qualified for the finals right away?
No.
Too bad for him. We do see both gases for the Protoss yet. Starting the cybernetics core, chrono boosting his Nexus obviously. Not making a Zealot once again, so he will start with a Stalker, I guess. He's gonna chrono boost it and then follow up by a Sentry, because that's how he always opened up so far. Scouting once again, he saw the third base going up. He will also see the natural. And the queen was not shooting. Looked like the old queens.
With one range?
Yeah.
Didn't they have one?
The Zergling's gonna chase down this probe. It's down to 5 HP. So they will probably get it, I think.
Yeah.
It's gonna be very close. It will recharge shields now.
No, he will get away. Nice.
Oh, and he made a Zealot.
Oh, Panda.
Wow. That's a big deal.
That's a very big deal.
Well, there are only two Zerglings on the map, so the Zealot is scary for the Zerg
This is a bigger deal than what Zoni can handle. My word. Mini battles. Micro battles.
Indeed. And there's a Stalker on the way as well, +1. Warp Gate Research. Let's see if he's gonna drop the Robo once again. Not yet.
Or is this a gateway all in?
It could be. The Zealot is walking into the third. Sees Queen.
He chrono boosted his cyber core too much to align with gateways.
Okay.
With potential gateways.
Oh, nice micro there by Xoni, cancelling the creep tumor before it died to the Zealot, and now even picking off the Zealot. So 2 Zerglings were actually enough to kill the Zealot.
The Zealot was over microed.
Yeah.
If he let it fight, it would have killed at least one.
3 more gates on the way. Sentry as well. And I don't know, he's getting 2 more gas now.
Oh no, now he's not.
No, wait.
He is.
Council, so that's the first time we do see him open up with Council. Indicator for obviously Blink and +2.
Yeah, this might be too late for Dark Shrine, obviously.
Yeah, way too late, yeah. So he will probably... Oh, and he managed to hide a probe here. See if they...
That's something.
If the Zerg will not find it, because that would be huge. I think he's planning on 7-gate Blink all in with +2. That would be my call right now.
Zoni went quite fast for gas.
He's making the... Actually, this pylon placement is bad, because if there's one Zergling at the Xalnaga Tower, it will see it, right?
No, I don't... Huh? Yes. No. No. I don't think so. Just outside of range.
Just outside? Okay, then excuse me, guys. I'm sorry.
I think just outside. It's very close though.
Okay. Okay, so he's warping in Zealots now, so he's poking with...
Oh, this is a bit like the MC one. Timings were a bit off. He's also overproduced drones, but it's a bit like 8 Zealots and then Blink. 8 Zealots and then Blink.
No. We do see a Dark Shrine as well, and Blink, and +2.
Okay.
Killing the Queen there. Let's see, production tab, 7 more Roaches, 16 Zerglings, 4 more Zealots being warped in. And actually he's killing quite a lot here.
Yeah.
If he's working with hold position on the Zealots now, he will pick up a few more drones. Fortunately, they were running into the Roaches. And yeah, he should retreat now. You don't have to waste those Zealots.
Yeah, a lot of army got produced from Zony.
But the Zerglings will catch up. Killing the Stalker, nice surround there. He's gonna get all the Zealots as well.
Zealots lost the will to fight.
4 more gateways.
Yeah, 8 gate, Blink, and DTs. Nice nuance there. Will Zony have the presence of mind to realize that Dark Templars are a part of the follow-up strategy?
This pylon. He has to know that there must be another pylon because the first warp in
came before that final finished.
Oh yeah, you're right. Actually,
but he's not thinking of it. Now Zony is very low on drones. All he's thinking of now is catching up back in drones. He's gonna poke. He sees Blink research finishing, so he still doesn't think of DTs. Gonna come up here, Force Fields. Too late, Force Fields too late. Losing a sentry.
Whoa. And he will kill the cannon and gets in there.
Oh no, he's letting way too many units in.
Oh, now he's gonna lose all the sentries, so use your energy before they die.
Oh, he didn't use it.
I think this is... I mean, he can warp in... he can warp in DTs probably. Yeah, where's the Dark Shrine? It's finished.
It's not enough. There's way too much time. Overseer is being made. DTs are actually attacking the 3rd base already. It will die.
But both with 0 kills, so he only attacked the hatchery. And as I mentioned before, I don't think killing the hatchery right away is the best choice. Zony is... Okay, I was confused there. His army movement.
Is it like a Manor Leaf Nexus Alliance move?
Yeah. Like, I don't kill your Nexus if you don't kill my hatch. But then he saw, the DTs killed the hatch, so
deal is
I will kill the Nexus as well.
Ceasefire over.
There's 1 DT still defending here. Where are the other 2s? I think they died. Can you check?
The other 2 DTs are...
Still alive?
No, they're still at the, at the 3rd base. So they would have died if they went, because there's an Overseer for Zony at the natural.
So Zony is donating some units here, and finally he's retreating with a handful of Roaches, 3 of them. He's getting Overlord speed, and both, well, no, not both, but Zony is on 2 base, and Panda Tank is only on 1 base. And did he's on 42 probes, so he lost quite a few here.
Yeah, like 10.
Yeah.
11.
The Stalkers are outside of the map. The creep spread is decent, it's not the best though yet. Could be a little bit further to the middle. And 1 DT is sneaking by here.
Yeah, if he sees that 3rd there, then he could cancel it, but he doesn't. He's looking only at his defense. That DT will walk into... Hey, the Overseer's gone. There's
it's with the army. It's with the army. He's trying to kill him right now. I have the DT selected, so I will see the kill count if it kills anything like drones. There it started, 10 kills. But
6 Stalker Blink Micro against enormous amount of units here.
Yeah. So the DT is killing a lot of stuff. It's on 14 kills. But to be honest, Zony will just overwhelm him here. The Overseer is with the army, so DT Warbin will not help defensively. 17 kills on the DT, I mean, that's big, but it doesn't help anymore. GG. 1-1.
Switzerland takes 1 back against South Africa. Zony equalizes with Panda Tank.
The force fields. I'm not sure where he was looking that he didn't force field his ramp.
It was pretty much the most important thing going on. I think he was probably warping in DTs at that very moment.
Could be.
Because minutes later, seconds later, moments later, the DTs were attacking the 3rd.
Yeah, that's always Protoss have to deal with that. Like when you warp in units, you always have to look somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like your screen gonna be somewhere else.
Protoss macro is micro. It requires detail attention.
Indeed, yeah. So sometimes you warp in stuff, and then like just in this game, the Roaches and Zerglings got in, and then everyone is like, hey, he had force fields. Why didn't he force field? But yeah, as a Protoss, I can understand that it sometimes happens if you warp in stuff, especially with DTs. You want to warp in right away when the Dark Shrine is finished. So
that's the exact moment when you're gonna look away for 2 seconds.
Lucky for Zony that it happened like this, but yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, because I felt like Panda was in a pretty good position.
I think so too.
He killed the queen, killed maybe a few drones, killed some roaches with zealots.
So yeah, I think he was in a good spot, and if he would have force fielded, he would have made a lot more stalkers. The DTs would have killed the hedge, and then there was...
then suddenly it's an 8-gate blink against two base economy Zerg with roaches. Missed opportunity there for Panda. Should be upset a little bit with himself for missing that. Shouldn't be too upset in the sense that, oh my god, I can't win.
No, it's 1-1 now. Both have equal chances. Third map is gonna be Cloud Kingdom, by the way. And I think we head over to Zoe for a minute.
Yeah,
right?
Let's take a look how we're doing with the raffle for people's favorite StarCraft 2 emotions.
And I'm now having the pleasure of showing some stuff you actually posted on our Facebook page, and I just had to laugh out loud like crazy because some of that stuff is brilliant. We got some cakes. Actually, we got 2 cakes to show your love for StarCraft 2. So let's show you guys the first one. There we see a lovely strawberry whatever cake, and that just looks really, really, really yummy. So yeah, there it is. Cake and StarCraft. That sounds like a good match to me. And we have also, of course, cats and StarCraft. That's also really nice. Cats always get the wins. On top of that, we have more cakes. And the good lady even said that this is the first cake she ever made, and it was a StarCraft 2 cake. I think it can't get any better. We also got some paper crafts. So that is also very nice, very nice. One of them under construction. I love papercraft, big fan of that. Then we have the dad wearing the shirt again. And now we're coming to my favorite one. This is how much this guy loves StarCraft. How awesome is that, guys? So you see, you have to share your love with StarCraft 2 with us. So make sure to go onto this Facebook page and post it in the comments. We already have some really, really cool stuff. We have drawings, we have pictures, we have a lot. We have cakes. How much more awesome can it get? So make sure to be creative. Post it on the ESL page. And yeah, we're looking forward to show more of your submissions for that entry. And what you can win is, of course, the StarCraft 2 Collector's Edition, signed by all the players. You can win that tomorrow. So make sure to, you still have some time to come up with something to get that lovely collector's edition. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who just wants to get into the next game between those 2 guys. So that's why I shall give it over to our 2 commentators who will bring you the action in the last and final map for that match.
Yep, and there we go. Panda Tank is getting ready for his 3rd game against Zony. Both players are ready. The 3rd map will be Cloud Kingdom.
Really cool pictures, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, I really liked the dad one, where he gave his shirt to his dad to tell him to wear it. But also the one who tried to marry his StarCraft 2 copy.
Yeah. It was a
awesome
ring wine. Yeah. very, very, very sweet.
Awesome ideas there.
Do you think your dad would wear a StarCraft 2
t-shirt? I don't think
if you asked?
Maybe if I ask him. I'm not sure. I mean, the StarCraft 2 shirt, it doesn't look too weird. Like, it looks kind of normal.
I think I would have trouble getting my dad to wear it.
I don't know. I never tried it, to be honest.
No,
I don't know how he would react.
I think that's the main element of the of the thing, is whether you would try to ask your dad.
Okay, let's hop into the game. The 3rd map, Cloud Kingdom, between Panda Tank and Sony. One of them will actually drop out of the tournament. And the other one will advance to round of 3 in the lower bracket. So still a long way to make it to the top 2, because the top 2 will qualify for the continental finals here in Europe. And yes.
Yeah, which will happen later, 15 September, where all the people who qualified through Europe will go head-to-head in the continentals.
We both already made it.
Yeah.
You got 1st
in Netherlands,
winning against Red.
You got 2nd in Germany, winning against everyone except Soccer.
Yeah.
And you won against him once too.
Yeah, I did. Then in the winner bracket, in the overall final, I lost both matches.
Yeah.
That happens. And see, I think Panda Tank will go for a 17 Forge again. I don't think he will.
Thank God.
I don't think he will drop an early Forge.
Thank Tassadar. Yeah, that didn't make any sense last game.
I think on some maps it makes sense, but on Chakuras you can wall off very easy, and there's a long way where the Zerglings have to run. And also I think on Chakuras it's actually hard to cannon rush your opponent, right? Unless they go hedge first.
You can do it anywhere, man. Alright.
We remember on Cloud Kingdom there's the sweet spot on the third, but it got... Since the queens have more range,
they can just shoot it from up there.
Yeah, and they're gonna sit here and kill your cannon.
I did that against Golden in MLG.
And he killed it with a queen?
Yeah, I spent like 900 minerals. He didn't lose a Zergling. He just shot it down with queens. It's like normal game, but I'm 900 minerals behind.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
Yeah, thanks.
Too bad.
Thank you.
But wait, didn't you win against Golden? The best of 3?
It was the first map I lost.
Okay.
I won the rest where I didn't waste
where you donated 900 minerals. Okay.
I guess it says something.
Let's see.
About donating.
Yeah, he pylon blocked both bases.
Yep. Naughty.
And he will actually let both pylons finish. Soccer told me about a strategy where you do that and then you go for Immortal all in. But it's with Nexus first, so...
Nexus first, double pylon. Wow.
If you know that your opponent is not going aggressive, yeah. He did that against, I think against Dark Force during the World Championship Series.
Don't do it against Nurcho.
No,
he'll just send links.
And Violet is the same guy. Violet always tried to run by as well.
Yeah.
They are so smart. So both pylons got cleaned, and we do see 2 hedges going up. One at the neutral, one at the third. And the Zerglings actually run over.
Yeah, so the probe there, that's essential, it's important, but there's still an element of possible mistakes. The probe has to be managed to make a pylon.
And Panda Tank actually failed before that. He, in the matches against Safa, there was no probe idling here, so the Zerglings got in.
Oh yeah, that's true. But since then, he's been doing it every game.
Yeah, of course, you learn.
The Protoss needs a reminder every 10 games or so. Not to skip out on such things. So.
I mean, you would like to have this probe mining because it's more minerals, but in this...
Keep trying, Zergs. You'll get lucky every now and then, it's for sure.
And sometimes if the cannon is too late, you can try to kill the probe. If the probe doesn't manage to make a pylon, then you will squeeze in. So once again, the cybernetics core is on the high ground. I really like this.
Yeah, it doesn't show the Zerg how far your warp gate research is.
Yeah. So he's chrono boosting out the Stalker, and there is no overlord on the high ground yet. That's gonna fly over, I guess.
No, I think Zony doesn't put an overlord on the sweet spot, where you see everything leaving for free.
That's a very nice donation as well, if you don't do that.
Yeah.
Gonna get the sentry right behind this. There's one overlord on the right side. It's gonna hide in this spot so the stalkers cannot hit it. And once again, there's a probe. Sony is really missing those probes on the map. I mean, last game he got a little bit lucky because Panda Tank failed with his force fields. But the Zergling, it's running by. It doesn't see the probe, and that's a huge deal actually.
Yeah.
It will not affect the game. But in some cases,
in some cases it does.
It does. It will like make you win the game right away if you do like 8-gate warp in with +1.
Yeah.
Obviously, we do see the Robo in exactly the same spot once again.
Yep. Robo coming faster 4th gas this game, and it's gonna add 3 gates initially. Will it be an expansion or will it be an all-in? We don't know yet.
Remember, those are tied up 1-1 right now.
Yeah.
He's trying to snipe down the creep tumor. It survived with 8 HP there.
8 HP. Yeah, it's really nice if you can get a creep tumor.
Yes.
It has a huge effect because creep spread is cumulative. Lair tech has been started for Zony as well as a speed upgrade. He's also making a Roach Warren. No Evo chamber yet, so in this game he's more susceptible to DTs, but maybe he figured, you already tried DTs once, you're not going to do it again.
I still recommend to get an Evo chamber fairly early because you can upgrade. It's just weird.
Maybe he forgot it.
Yeah. I don't know.
It doesn't cost a lot. You could just make it.
There's the Observer and the second one, so we will see a 3rd Nexus. I'm very sure about that.
This time he adds 2 gates first at home before getting double Observer. That's like a more safe 3rd base.
I think he did the same against. Was it Safa or no? It was Biggs on this map.
Oh yeah.
Like he will add 2 gates here.
Right, okay, so on Daybreak he goes 4 gate plus 4 because he needs 4 for the wall off.
Yeah, indeed. And
here he needs 2 for the wall off. And he goes 6 first.
So small adjustment here. I'm still not the biggest fan of having the Nexus as part of the wall, because I feel if there are a lot of roaches...
focus that, yeah.
Yeah.
You could stand in your mineral line.
You have to, and
attack there.
It's more a part of being the Protoss being out of position if that happens. So if you have good scouting, that shouldn't happen. So he's getting 2 cannons and 2 gates, as I said. So...
Panda checking out the main base with the observer. Seen pretty much everything. Saw no Evo chamber. Did see Roach Warren and no other tech yet.
And he saw some units leaving the natural. I think he saw some roaches leaving there. Xoni is scouted the 3rd now. He saw that the wall off is... Well, it's not a wall off, but the wall is set up with cannons, gateways, Nexus pylon. And... did the Overlord fly in, by the way? I think
there's no Overlord, right? So
on the left side, so I think it flew in, but it didn't see anything.
A while ago, maybe.
Yeah, the roaches are hitting the gate, and yeah, that's a smart decision right now, because...
yeah, Panda can't defend that particular angle. That gate is gonna get cancelled, and then his cannons will be next.
Oh!
There's no effective army yet out for Panda Tank.
Well,
a lot of his army is at his natural, actually.
Yeah.
He needs to bring that in. There's a bit too much at his natural there.
Xoni needs to be careful if he... Wow, that was close. Actually, the force fields could have been... Wow. And there we see 5 roaches being trapped there. He's making 4 more cannons, 3 more cannons, excuse me.
Yeah.
So he really feels the pressure, and we do see in the production tab 9 more roaches, 10 more...
Oh my god!
Wow.
That's great force fields.
Yeah,
oh my god. Everything is stuck.
Those 2 force fields behind the Vespine guys were just brilliant.
Yeah.
Some of the roaches were able to escape here.
And in the meantime, Panda keeps cranking out probes. He's not supply blocked, he's starting tech. He's feeling comfortable, making assimilators. Xoni, 62 drones, and heavily invested in this attack. And really getting nothing done of import yet.
He didn't kill any probes, right? No.
No.
So...
and there's still full sentries, 4 sentries with full energy left.
He's very committed, actually. He's gonna get 1 immortal, I think.
Oh, very important force field, that last one.
Gonna kill a couple of stalkers, but losing so many roaches in the process. And you mentioned that 4 sentries are still waiting.
Yeah, normally after a fight like this, suddenly you have no more energy. But
yeah,
2 more full energy sentries.
11 sentries are on the map, by the way. He's gonna clean some of them. 1 immortal will fall, but there's 1 more behind the sentries. And Xoni is very committed to this attack. He didn't make drones for like 2 minutes. He's keep making units, roaches and zerglings. And we have...
wow.
Look at the economy. Panda Tank kept making probes all the time. So
yeah, he's on 77 probes.
It's
80 soon.
It's looking very good for Panda Tank, unless he somehow dies to this attack right now. Yeah. He will lose the gateway, and this will open a path above the cannons, but I don't think that Xoni will be able to utilize it.
Panda Tank got so good. It's pretty amazing, playing from South Africa, which has a little bit worse ping to the servers that he can practice on.
But he's always very high ranked in the Grandmaster leagues. I remember him from last season. I didn't check in this season. And there are still sentries. Wow, very nice. Like
so attentive.
Yeah, his split up of his units is perfectly. There's 1 observer once again in front of his natural. Still not perfectly placed, but it's always working for him there. The roaches killed the rocks. He tried, and no burrow movement, so he cannot poke up there. It's just not gonna work unless the force fields are not in place. But
Panda Tank was not out of position once. Attack comes here again, and Panda's right there. Meanwhile, working on Blink, 2nd attack upgrade, 4 extra gateways and Robo Bay for Colossi. Xoni, no progress in his style. He doesn't have different units coming soon. Doesn't have a 4th base.
He's not building anything. His macro is really slipping. He's at 1,700 minerals.
He's forgetting to larva inject during this whole fight. And he doesn't have any other tech. No hive, no 4th base.
Decent force fields, not the best though. Losing quite a lot of units here. And Xoni is very committed actually. He's finally supply blocking Panda Tank by killing pylons. Not because Panda Tank failed to make pylons. Decent forces once again. Xoni's army is getting smaller and smaller. Now he's even blinking forward to chase. Wow.
Wow.
To chase more roaches here.
This is looking
Do you
very...
think he's using the force field with shift, or is it just like FF?
I think it's just probably quite fast.
Okay,
You
yeah.
look at his APM.
Because it looked
not bad.
very
fast, right?
It looked very fast there.
I don't think shift necessarily makes it faster, that's why.
No, I think it casted at the same time then, if
Yeah.
it's queued up, but never mind. Maybe you're gonna ask him afterwards. And let's see, lava inject. Some of the queens have 70 energy.
Yeah, he forgot a lot of injects.
Yeah. And 85 probes, that's what you wanted to say, right?
Yeah, how do you know?
I don't know.
How do you know, man?
And now he's finally attacking the Nexus.
And he'll probably get it.
And he will get it.
That's the funny part.
Even though the Protoss was in position. So that's what I'm always worried about.
Yeah.
He should have done that way earlier, but I think...
he probably could have.
Yeah. Oh, offensive blink, losing some Stalkers there.
Gonna
Maybe
lose
the
his Colossus? No.
Nice micro there. Not a lot of force fields, not the best one, but I mean, he's in a very good position right now. He's working on +3 on thermal lens. He's rebuilding his Nexus.
And you know, when you have 85 probes, did you know you could just mine from your third without economy loss?
Yeah,
No.
you can't. I mean, obviously, he's
No, I'm just kidding.
Let's see the mineral tab.
Almost.
I mean, the Zerg has a bit more income, but he has a lot of less drones. It's not even 70 so far. He's making one more drone. And the Spire.
And Panda going for his fourth, knowing
no
that the
burrow.
Zerg is low tech.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, he didn't make burrow in any game.
It's cheap. It's 100, right?
Yep.
He's gonna get one Colossi there. No.
Wow.
Very nice micro. Once again, very nice army movement.
Yeah.
The Roaches are streaming in. He's
Panda
running
tank.
out of force field. Finally, one of the Colossi are going down. But
Blink on top. Do it.
yeah, now he can. There we go. Sniping 3. Just 2 more Roaches. And for the first time, Panda Tank is taking the supply lead, I think.
Yep. Zoni is taking a fourth behind Panda Tank's fourth. That's peculiar.
Oops.
Observer sees layer tech, and Panda Tank said in a post-game interview before, when he sees Zerg on layer tech that late into the game, he's feeling mighty confident. And why shouldn't he? There's no real other big threat coming.
Indeed, yeah. You have Colossi out, you have Immortals out.
You've got Blink, you've got good upgrades,
Yeah.
cannons. In
+3 is about to finish. Zoni is trying it once more, I guess, with the Corruptus, probably. But he's still behind in supply. The fourth base is already saturated by Panda Tank. So he's gonna get great income right now.
Oh.
More than 2k. That's what
Way more
Terrans
than
get
2K.
with 2 base when
One
they
base.
drop some mules. And producing more. Oh, he's even getting a Stargate, so he's slowly going up for the mothership as well. He will he push out now? I think because he has +3.
He might as well. He's maxed out and he's
Yeah.
getting a lot of money.
Yeah.
It would be good to attack now.
Sony's actually kept his upgrades up. Is on 2-2, so he didn't miss that.
Oh, Roach is melting quite fast.
Yeah. The Roaches are just not strong enough. Now he's running in, getting force fielded. Well, kind of force fielded, I guess. And there were a lot of holes in it. He's focusing down the Corruptors. There are 4 Colossi on the map, and 4 Colossi with +3 against Roaches. I tell you,
It's something to behold.
they're having a good time here. Just not enough Corruptors, not enough Roaches. Not
And he's
enough
only
drones.
making Roaches.
Yeah,
He
not
just- Yeah.
he didn't do enough damage with his initial attacks. Like when he finally sniped the Nexus, he was too far behind already.
Yeah.
Like sniping the Nexus, I guess it was a good feeling for him, but let's be honest, he was too far behind already.
And keeps remaxing only on Roaches. Well, we can't speak of remaxing anymore.
No.
He doesn't have the economy. But can't really make Roaches all game long when you didn't do that much damage.
Dark Shrine on the way, Fleet Beacon, so
No creep connection.
Panda
between-
Tank is enjoying this victory here.
Yeah. Why not make a Templar Archives too?
He has a big bank as well, almost 2k minerals, very good force field, so the Roaches cannot really fight there. They don't get in touch with all the units.
And a
Finally
blink
blinking
top.
on top.
GG, GL.
Good luck.
Panda Tank takes it, advances to loser bracket round 3. Very solid job by him. 2-1 victory over Zoni. Unfortunately for Zoni, eliminated from the tournament.
He's playing good. He's showing off. I'm surprised and impressed as well. I didn't expect him to play.
Really that solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not.
I knew it was
holes.
pretty good.
Yeah.
but he improved a lot since the last time I saw him play, which admittedly was the GSS like half a year ago, more than half a year ago, in some online invitationals which I organized.
Ah, okay, I see.
He was in some of them.
Okay. Seems to be a friend of Wolverine, or?
Yeah, they're from the same country. Oh, no. He's from the same country as the opponent he beat. Wow, Wolverine. Are they in the same team, BEV?
I don't know. I don't know Panda Tank's team, to be honest. I'm sorry, guys.
We should probably know.
See if Robbie can find out. Yeah, Panda Tank advanced to the third round in the lower bracket. And he doesn't have a team?
He has been in a lot of teams.
Okay. Well, guys.
Might be in a team after winning this tournament.
I just want to say, yeah, if you're looking Mango Gaming.
Oh, yeah, he's in Mango Gaming, the fruit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Panda Tank and Mango Gaming. You would think Bamboo Gaming.
It's very cool, yeah.
Cool. Okay.
So yeah, as I said, he's in the third round of the loser bracket right now, so he still has a chance to qualify himself for the continental finals here in Europe.
And what an opponent he will face. He's gonna face Giant, Nom Giant, the Zerg.
Nom
Giant
is Israeli team, I think.
And Giant
is from Bulgaria.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's playing Zerg, so another PvZ.
Great.
We're gonna see it several times. Maybe we're gonna see some mirror action, ZVZ and PvP.
Eventually it may happen.
Yeah, eventually it may happen.
Giant just took out 2-0 Kerr.
So Kerr is out as well.
Kerr is out.
Too bad we didn't see him on on stream.
Giant against Panda Tank in loser bracket round 3. Also in loser bracket round 3 is Monchi versus Scream.
Scream took out Wolverine the round before.
Yeah.
So 2 PvZs in the lower bracket, and we have 1 ZVZ
and 1 ZVP in the winner bracket.
Which is LoWeLy against sYz and Bix against Nightend. So very, very nice games.
Very nice games. Overall. 8 people left in the tournament. We're going to inform you momentarily who we're going to cast next, which will be Hasselhoff and Kelaris. But for now, let's go to the post-game interview with Zoe and Panda Tank and Kelaris.
And I know I have the winner of that match, Panda Tank, of course. So give it up for Panda Tank, please. The majority in here is, of course, Swiss audience.
I don't know how that happened.
No, yeah, well, for once with the majority, that's not happening too often. However, still congratulations, of course, to you. So let's talk a little bit about the matches we just witnessed. On the first one, which was Daybreak, Sony tried really hard to get in, but you were holding that really well, and you had really good immortal reinforcements there as well. Did you feel comfortable going into that matchup in general, and on the first map, did you feel comfortable throughout the game, or did you think it was a close one?
Yeah, I was fairly comfortable. I think on Daybreak, my style is quite easy to pull off. You can take a third pretty quickly, and with the gateway fortification and just Sentry Immortal, it's quite easy to hold both fronts. And I also knew that he likes the Max Roach style to bust down the front of your base. But like I said, on Daybreak, it's kind of easy to hold. So I felt in a pretty comfortable position. And after his Roach attacks failed, then you pretty much know that you've won the game.
I mean, as a question for the overarching strategy of the best of 3 that we just saw, do you feel that going up against a Zerg in terms of like the long macro game and not going for the 2-base play that we're seeing so commonly nowadays, do you feel really comfortable going into a Zerg in late game? Like,
no, definitely not. No.
Well, I mean, how do you approach that late game? Like, because again, a lot of Protoss are...
It's like MC says, you either do a 2-base or 3-base all in. Otherwise you lose.
Okay.
Well, we did see you doing kind of almost the same in all the matches we saw so far, except the second map in this very match. You went a bit earlier for that Dark Shrine. What was your plan like in overall? Was it still the same plan, but you just decided to let's get that one out a bit earlier, or?
To be honest, Shakir's Plateau is not my favorite map. It's a lot harder to take a third base as Protoss, so it's usually more common to see those 2-base kind of players. That's what I was going for. I don't think I was in such a bad position. I think my DTs would have definitely done damage, but I just missed the force field on my ramp. I think if I'd landed those force fields, the game would have definitely gone on probably into a Blink Stalker versus Roach War, and whoever came out on top would win the game. But so yeah, I think it just came down to me missing those key force fields.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, going into, like, a lot of people kind of think that, or a lot of Zergs, for example, think that force fields can be a bit strong from time to time, but literally one missed force field costs you that game, pretty much. So,
Just because they could go in and then it got a bit painful. But yeah, you made up for that pretty well in their last map. Sony is known to go for them roaches in let's say like 99% of the time. Is that what you were expecting like in each of those games, or did you think there could be him switching it up a bit?
Well, I mean, he could have definitely surprised me and switched it up, but after the first 2 games, I was pretty confident that he would do it in the 3rd game as well. That seems to just be his style. And I think Cloud Kingdom, like Daybreak, can also be kind of easy to hold a 3rd, as long as you get the right force fields and you have your army in the right position.
Well, they work out great for you, so you are 1 game more we're going to see from you, at least, if everything goes well. So thank you very much, and of course, congratulations to you. And we're looking forward to see more of your games. And we will be heading into the next game, and once again, we will do the map votes first. And once more, I have Grubby joining me for the map votes, and we're going to see sYz playing against LoWeLy. 2 really strong players. What be your cherry tomato guess this time?
sYz versus LoWeLy. I mean, I would have to give the edge to LoWeLy, just purely intuition. Most people don't like sYz. But I think LoWeLy...
I think right now they would love it because it's the first mirror match we actually see.
Oh, sorry, I didn't say it right. I mean, most players who play Zerg don't favor playing a mirror matchup. Some players are really good at it, and they like it. But it's just like a few people in the world, like Stefano, Dongeragu, they like playing sYz. Nesty used to like it. I don't know if he still likes it. But these are like the very best Zergs in the world, right? They are the most accomplished 3 Zergs that I just mentioned. So they like it. And then maybe some others like it, but most of the people say, yeah, it's random and so on. I don't think it's random, personally. Of course, I'm not a pro Zerg, but I don't think it's random. I think the best players have lots of ways to ensure their domination over their opponent. But maybe it's some of the lower level people do strategies which somehow turn out a bit random. I could be wrong, but in any way, LoWeLy against sYz, I feel like LoWeLy is a bit more solid and greedy macro player, whereas sYz is a bit more tricky. So it's gonna be about, can sYz find like aggressive holes in LoWeLy's defenses, or is LoWeLy going to outnumber in sheer amounts sYz's army? Different styles clash, same race but different styles.
Yeah, and that makes it all the more interesting to watch, really, even though being a mirror map. Yeah, we're going to the map votes now, and let's see if they switch it up a little bit, as we're not playing a PVZ for once. So yeah, Tal'Darim Altar and Shakur's Plateau are out, so that's not much of a difference there.
Yeah, that's weird. The same one still. I would expect sYz to remove like maybe the biggest maps, and LoWeLy maybe the smallest ones. Let's see. So far, it seems to be like that. I wonder if sYz is a Ling Baneling player or going for roaches, and the same for LoWeLy. This is the first CVZ we're going to be casting today.
Exactly.
In the WCS Combined Europe Nationals.
Yeah, it's still kind of the same. They're going for the 1v1 maps, basically.
Yeah, the maps where only 2 spawns are possible.
Yeah.
Have been picked. Yeah, and all the other 4 where multiple spawns are possible have been removed. So both showing a similar preference, a gentleman's agreement, where they say, let's...
Might have talked that out beforehand.
Let's be sure where the opponent is, so we don't have to check that out.
I mean, it's not. I prefer those kind of maps too. I mean, I'm by no means any good in that game, but still, it's nice to know where your opponent spawns, because you can prepare for eventual cheeses, or you can do cheeses. It makes it a lot easier than if you have like one of those bigger maps where you can spawn in any positions. So yeah.
And I think players who are confident in their skills will seek out such maps.
Yeah.
So a big battle of wills here, of great skill. LoWeLy, he was just playing in the other room. He came here. If you won 2 rounds in a row, you would come here. The tournament is now narrowed down to 8 players, so there is enough space here in the studio. He's setting up. He's got his WCG hat on. He's got his WCG hat on and zipping up his jacket.
Yeah, so he's getting ready.
Reading,
it's getting into battle mode. It's getting serious for those
Sys
two
is
guys.
looking at us, actually. Hi, Sys.
Is he? That's,
How you doing,
nice
man?
as well.
There's a small delay, so I have to wait till he waves back.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
Sure he will
I just
eventually.
we didn't saw it right there, but I'm sure it's going to happen. So yeah, we can throw it over to our commentators, Hazuops and Kalaris, who bring you the first map, sYz against LoWeLy.
Hello, thank you very much, Miss Zoe, and welcome back to the casting desk here at the World Championship Series Combined European Nationals. I am with Hasu once again, and again, thank you very much, In Control, for my tweet. That was nice of him. But I'll be for another thing. Go and see what Mr. In Control did tweet. So we are going to be getting onto a ZVZ, which is not what we've been seeing recently. I'm looking forward to the mix-up of things. Personally, I love ZVZ. I really do like it.
Zergs and Protoss here, so it was just a matter of time that we're going to see a mirror match. I mean, makes sense, right? We're going to see Blast sYz against FXO.LoWeLy. Both of them didn't lose yet because they are both in the winner bracket. It's the third round of the World Championship Series European National Final, right?
Combined European Nationals.
Combined European National.
We got there in the end. It's okay.
Almost.
Almost. Gah. But indeed, I am looking forward to this. Ever since you cast the Brazilian one with me and Grubby as well, didn't you? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Ever since we cast that, the Brazilian World Championship Series, I really started liking ZVZ. I don't know quite why, but the matchup just became very, very entertaining for me once that people started revolving a lot of play around, like sniping the third, denying the third, blah, blah, blah. As you can see here, we have LoWeLy.
It changed, the ZVZ matchup changed a lot, that's true.
It really did. As you can see, LoWeLy's road to qualification here. He dominated his qualifications. I actually saw that qualifier.
It was the first qualifier. He won everything 2-0. I have to say that I don't know his opponents there.
No, nor do I.
So I guess LoWeLy was the big favorite in this qualifier, and he managed to win everything 2-0. So as I said before, he has a very good run in the NASL as well. So far, he won his matches here as well. I think both 2-0. Let me see. Yes, he won 2-0 against Lions, the first round, a Protoss player, and 2-0 against Wolverate, another Protoss in the second round. Now he's playing a ZVZ against sYz.
Yeah.
Let's see if we have sYz road as well.
I guess the boon here for sYz is the fact that he has played ZVZ today in terms of going up against Zoni and eliminating him 2-1. However, he's going to have a bit more of an uphill struggle here against LoWeLy, even, who is considered to be a very strong player in this tournament. And not only that, but like one of the favorites of the tournament, I'd say. He's playing phenomenally, in my opinion, as of late.
Yes, and he has his very own style as well. As from what I know, against Protoss. In ZVZ, I'm not too sure. Both players are ready. Let's have a small look on sYz road to the national final here.
He did pretty well in his qualifier as well. He actually qualified through the same qualifier, so the top 4 people, they didn't have to play one another in that semi-final. But yep, he did qualify through the same one and did pretty well as well. So, we are going to be getting into this ZVZ, ladies and gentlemen, as we have this trophy there, and LoWeLy and sYz getting all sorted out. I either call him sYz or sYz. For a long time, I've called him sYz.
sYz?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he...
I think he calls himself sYz.
Yeah, I think it's sYz.
But anyway, not to worry, as down to the bottom left-hand corner, we do have Mr. FXO.LoWeLy, LoWeLy going to be spawning as our blue Zergy. And up to the top right-hand corner, we do have Blast sYz going to be spawning as our red Zergy. Now, ZVZ on this map, for me personally, you do obviously in this matchup see a lot of roach play. If it gets to that kind of 2-base, then emerging into a 3-base play and stuff like that. And if, again, a lot of it does revolve around denying that 3rd base and stuff like that, then sometimes you can see some Zergs kind of mixing up a little bit, going from Mutalisks. It's not the easiest map to traverse too quickly once you're getting that tech up and stuff like that. So that can come into play, but we shall see. We shall see.
Yeah, from what I saw in ZVZ, this map usually tends more to, well, both get 3 bases up in a kind of safe way. And then some Zergs tend to go for Infestors very, very quickly. And there are some Zergs who rather try to kill the opponent with a lot of roaches. So let's see. I think, to be honest, LoWeLy is more of the Infestor guy, from what I know. I don't think he will try to kill sYz there with a huge amount of roaches in the mid or early mid game.
I must admit, though, I like LoWeLy's opening here, and the 11 pool with the speed to be able to. Again, he's not necessarily looking to kill him here. He's just looking to be able to not only defend himself if, say, for example, something crazy was going on from his opponent, but also it's going to give him a little bit of an opportunity to try and do some damage here. He's going to have a very nice speed window in comparison to what his opponent will have.
But the question is, if he doesn't do damage, then he's pretty far behind, right? Not pretty far behind, but obviously he will be behind because it's 2 hatcheries against 1. He gets the earlier queen, so Lava Inject will help him there. And sometimes I feel in ZVZ, if you get speed, it's not really easy to do damage because your opponent will have Zerglings as well. I mean, they are not as fast as yours, but they are on the same amount most of the time, so they can block off the important locations where you want to try to run by and stuff like that. So let's see how it works out.
Well, speaking to what you just said there, especially if, say, for example, the Zergling aggression comes, the defending Zerg, for example, abandons a lot of their drone, brings a lot of their drones and evacuates them from the natural, whilst blocking ramps with queens and things, can be very, very useful. Obviously, your natural gets tickled a little bit, but it's very kind of difficult to actually kill off a hatchery this early on with this kind of Zergling aggression.
So he killed 1 drone. Oh, he killed a 2nd drone as well. Very cute micro there by LoWeLy, sneaking in there and next to the pool to get closer to the drones. He didn't lose a single Zergling, so that was obviously worth it. Yeah. And speed is about to kick in. He only has 4 Zerglings and he didn't make more, I think.
Yeah, and that was very wise of theirs to actually fall back with those Zerglings. He didn't know how many Zerglings, say, were reinforcing, for example.
I was wrong, by the way. He made a few more Zerglings. He's on 12 right now.
Yeah, okay.
So 12 Zerglings with speed against 6 without. The queen is about to run down. And sYz made 1 Spinecrawler in his main base. The Zerglings are trying to run in right now. 2 queens are actually very good against Zerglings in this scenario. So LoWeLy is losing a lot there. And there's a Spinecrawler greeting him once he's arriving in the main base. He's going to get 1 more drone.
Ooh, he's
second one, and the Spinecrawler cannot hit him.
Oh, the Zergling is coming back here. Wow. This speed has been very, very useful for LoWeLy here.
6 drones killed overall already because the Spinecrawler was not that well positioned.
And not only that, but he got the huge amount of intel that he needed in terms of knowing that the Baneling nest was down. sYz here is looking a little bit kind of crippled. Not too crippled, obviously, as LoWeLy back in home does have only the 24 drones to the 18, but that's pretty big difference.
LoWeLy's hedge is just finished, and I'm very surprised. I mean, I don't have too much knowledge in ZVZ, but he got an Evo chamber and he's getting the armor upgrade right away when his Evo chamber was finished. There's a big attack by sYz right now, and he has way more Zerglings, so if he gets in a good position, he might be able to do a lot of damage. It's 15 against 7 Zerglings. The queen is trying to fight as well. Still a lot of Zerglings left, and is he able to get the queen?
Quite a lot. I don't know if he's going to be able to. I think
down to
so
70
close.
HP, 50, 20, 10, 6, and there it goes down.
Oh, just
and 1
barely
Zergling
gets that.
Will tell the story.
How much health does he have?
2.
2 health.
It will.
He's the Bard Zergling. Run away! Run away, Bard Zergling!
Oh, it's so close.
Oh, he's friends.
Whoa.
Oh, well, there you go. Oh, no. Right, okay, this is getting a bit silly.
Yeah. Well, there are so many Zerglings, by the way, on the other side of the map.
There really are.
sYz at a rally point down to the Xalnaga's house, so some Zerglings are very close to LoWeLy's base, and they have nothing at home right now, while sYz was able to defend the attack of LoWeLy there.
I can't believe we haven't seen a single Baneling.
Once again in the natural, killing a few drones here. Another queen has popped. Zerglings have to retreat. Let's see, the other Zergling fight is... Wow, it's very even.
It really, really is. 28 drones right now to the 22, so LoWeLy can potentially try and stabilize off the back of this if he has the Zergling count to be able to back that up as well. There we go. There's the Banelings, though. And that +1 carapace is finishing up soon. Is there a particular number that we don't know about?
Well, it will help in Zerglings against Zerglings, I mean.
Well, yeah, but against Banelings?
I don't know.
Does it? Wait a minute.
I told you, it's a very unique style.
No, wait a minute. 35 health. Don't Banelings do 35 damage? They do, so Banelings will not one-shot Zerglings in this situation, unless they already have the one.
The Banelings trying to connect the...
Oh my
There's
God.
one Baneling, wow. Well, and there's still one Baneling left for LoWeLy, so he microed this way better overall. Now he lost the Baneling, so it's going to be tough for him once again, losing the Queen there.
So many Zerglings here. He's going to be able to take out a lot of drones, but is it going to be enough? No, the Zerglings actually reinforced for LoWeLy to be able to keep him in contention there. Unit counting station right now, 25 drones to the 22, so both players by no means down and out. This aggression is just going to keep coming by the looks of things.
He microed it a little bit better, but he keeps losing his Queen, so he cannot reinforce that quickly. He doesn't have the lava inject anymore. So sYz knows that, and he's sending more and more Zerglings. Now he finally is making a few drones, three of them, and...
No, you're completely right. He knows that his opponent can't have as many units as him if he keeps producing. I mean, is that second Queen just popping now for LoWeLy? Yes, it is.
Yeah, it died once again. Like, whenever it was popping, it died right away. So finally, LoWeLy got some Banelings. He's morphing 2 more, so it's going to be four in total. And I don't think sYz will be able to do too much damage, but sometimes in ZVZ... Wow, wait, where did LoWeLy's Zerglings run?
2 Banelings for 3 Banelings. Those Zerglings for now are looking for maybe some kind of flank. I don't know, but the Banelings are going to be able to come in here, crash into that spine crawler, killing that off. Yeah, it doesn't really kill off too much. Where are these Zerglings going? They're off over here somewhere. We have
whatever they did there, they did a good job because sYz was sending his Zerglings back to his natural. So he was only sending his Banelings there, and I think...
sYz saw the Zerglings moving with the Overlord on his opponent's ramp. Ooh, but look at that. See? So that is a really, really useful upgrade, actually. I didn't think about that before. That's so silly. But yeah.
I never saw that before.
Yeah, and they're going to be able to recover. They just go home and just kind of heal up for a bit.
That's very interesting.
So for now...
I didn't check the timing of his armor upgrade, but maybe it comes in time for the standard Baneling attacks. I don't know. And now, like Zerglings against Zerglings are, of course, also favored for LoWeLy. And he's putting a Spire behind this.
The Spire. Something that we do see a lot of the time on this map. Again, because it can be so difficult to traverse this, like, if a huge Roche push is going to come. Right now, sYz is actually going for that range upgrade. The Zergling does not get in to be able to see much.
sYz just started his lair, like 10 seconds ago. He's on 2 Evo Chamber, as you mentioned, so he's going to get the upgrades, but I mean, Mutalisk is going to be a problem, right?
Just a little bit.
He has to make spores, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, spores would also be useful. You do see, like, Hydralisks actually being kind of thrown down in reaction, but sometimes...
It's going to be hard without the lair so far.
Well, yeah, like, you can see in ZVZ sometimes people committing a little bit to Mutalisk, just a dab, to be able to get that Hydralisk transition out of people, and then if they go Infestor off the back of that, as in the Mutalisk player, and are able to land a few Fungals off on those very fragile Hydras, then you kill that glass cannon stone dead. So that is something that we could see going. And he's only getting 4 Mutalisks.
You're right, I think.
So I think we might end up seeing that.
Yeah, it's only 4 Mutalisk. No upgrade for the Muta. So he will be able to clean all the Overlords around in the middle, and it's quite a few, actually. It's like 5 of them, I think.
But sYz is getting a huge amount of roaches off this 2 base. If he hits, say, for example, just a timing whilst there's only like 5 Mutalisks out or so, unless LoWeLy ends up seeing like something moving across the map very early on, and he doesn't really because his Overlords aren't in that amazing positions to be able to spot that kind of move out, then he might be in a bit of trouble. Do we have a Glue Reconstitution done?
sYz will see the 3rd before the Overlord dies, actually. So he spots the 3rd hedge there. While
and he forced the Hydralisk then, so...
Oh yeah, you're right. And spores. And he's just cleaning the Overlords. There's an Overseer. It's not as fast as the Mutalisk, so it will die as well. Tries to poke it once more.
Oh, okay. So we have Groove Spines and +2 range weapons on the way for sYz right now.
sYz is on the way to try to cancel the 3rd. And actually, LoWeLy's links are on the other side, so... I don't think it will be enough, because the Mutalisks will be there, and they gonna one-shot the Zerglings, because it's
quite a few of them.
5 Mutalisks right now.
I think you could actually...
No, it won't work.
No. Okay, so the Zerglings coming back, saving the day along with those Mutalisks. Spine Crawlers.
Oh, there's one
Baneling.
Baneling.
Ooh, but
he still gets in.
Yeah, he gets a lot of information. Does he see the infestation pit? Yes, he does.
And he clicked on it, so he knows exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
7 Hydras on the way and 2 upgrades already. On the way, I mean. Not finished, obviously, but...
Now, because of that, we have sYz
big.
going for his infestation pit, and I'm wondering as to whether he's just going to completely... Oh, wait a minute. We saw a few more Mutalisks on the way. How many Mutalisks does he have right now? Only 5? He cancelled a few Mutalisks. I'm almost positive just there that he cancelled a few Mutalisks.
I didn't see that, but maybe it could be possible. It could be a misclick. Because he's going to get the infestation, the upgrade for...
Yep, Pathogenic Glands.
The Infestors, yep. And, well... I mean, I don't understand the matchup too well, but right now it's 3 base against 2 base.
Yeah.
So, and sYz is trying to make a 3rd now, which is kind of delayed, and it will actually not be able to kill the drone there.
The thing is, though, sYz, I mean, did exactly what we were talking about earlier. Oh, the Zerglings. That was an amazing little move there, but Banelings do crash into that. Not enough, though, to be able to kill those off. And for now, we'll be able to get in here.
He will kill the
Queen? Is he going to get the infestation?
Yeah, he wanted to.
Yeah.
But he saw that there was 1 transfuse, so he decided not to do that.
Yeah.
He's going to get a lot of drones here.
Hold position.
And where are his units? Oh, they were all the way down to the 3rd base.
Yeah, he moved his entire army to deal with one Zergling, and that is... not the best of ideas there, as he does lose 15 workers in total over the course of this match.
There's only one way for sYz now. I think he should grab all his units and try to attack now. Because the drone count... Well, he's only 8 behind. I just noticed that, but...
the huge problem with that, though, is he just effectively can't. The fact that he has so many fungal growths out for LoWeLy, he could shut that aggression down so badly.
So smart here, killing the Banelings with the Mutalisks.
And not only that, I mean, credit where it's due, sYz didn't really overreact and build a huge amount of Hydralisks because he was able to get those Zerglings in and see exactly what was going on. So the way in which we outlined this matchup at the very beginning is almost exactly how it's panned out right now. I mean, because sYz, off the back of this, is transferring into the Infestors that he needs to combat his opponent's Infestors realistically. But how many units do we have out? Okay, 22 roaches to 21, but there's 7 Infestors out in comparison to 3. That might get sticky.
And they all have almost 2 fungal growth, so he's aiming for the 3rd base. It just finished, so it didn't pay off yet. And both have a lot of minerals, over 1k right now.
Zerglings head into the main once again.
And now he's going to attack that... Oh, wow, that's so smart play by LoWeLy.
Double-pronged aggression here, throwing down infested Terrans to be able to try and tank this. He needs to focus down this hatchery as well, but at the same time, did he get some kills? He got a few kills over in the main, and he will focus that down. sYz so far out of position right now. Does he not have... He doesn't even have clear reconstitution.
Oh, his roaches don't have speed.
Oh,
right?
No. Yeah, they don't have speed.
Mean, yeah. But nice fungal there by LoWeLy.
Wait a minute. Oh, no, they do have it. Okay, yeah, fungal growth's going down on the majority of the army here, and LoWeLy, if he changes this fungal growth, he's going to be in an amazing position despite the roach numbers being a little bit higher. Can he kill those off? No, he won't be able to in the end, and quite a few of them do survive with very little health. But at the same time, LoWeLy going for another counterattack.
Did he forget lava inject? I'm not too sure, because... yeah, let's have a focus on the counterattack, because...
This has been plaguing sYz all game long. These Zergling counterattacks actually catching a lot of roaches in here. And considering the fact that the roaches are very, very beefy here, that they do have that +2 carapace, so they're going to be able to tank quite a bit of damage. And he's not causing too much with that, but sYz was so far behind because he got his 3rd sniped out, and because the 3rd of LoWeLy has been up for such a long time.
And because he forgot to upgrade the speed for his roaches.
This is the slowest attack.
It's just now at 80 seconds, so it would take like 20 more to be finished, and that's a huge deal. I mean, slow roaches, we all know they are not that scary.
They're trying to get into a good position, but right now LoWeLy has amazing supply count here.
180 against 140.
He is going to be able to shut this down very nicely. Fungal growth, locking those in position, moving forward. It's a nice fungal growth there from sYz as well, though. But is it going to be enough? I don't think so. And there you go. GG, ladies and gentlemen, for game number 1, as LoWeLy will take it.
Wow, for getting roach speed, and he was way behind in drones. LoWeLy managed 2 times to draw the army attention to his natural and main base while he was attacking the 3rd. I really like that. So, yeah, very, very smart play overall. A very nice run by. In the early game, I felt sYz did a little bit better job, doing damage, but then his tech was so far behind. Like, he started the lair when LoWeLy just put his Spire, so... Yeah. 1-0 for LoWeLy in the winner bracket round 3.
I believe so. And that, I mean, just to come back to that, that was literally, for me, the most stereotypical, like, ZVZ current metagame that we see on that map specifically. That is how, like, denying a third, like, kind of faking the Mutalist transition, going for the Infestors, for that kind of stuff. Unfortunately, sYz feeling a little bit on edge there. Not getting that roach speed is pivotal.
I guess he pressed the hotkey, but he didn't have the gas or minerals. That's usually what happens.
Yeah, that was tough.
So,
and I think Ohana, just in general for ZVZ, can play out in a very, very similar way.
yeah, because Ohana and Daybreak are somewhat similar maps, to be honest. It's
apart from the center being a little more open. It's very, very similar.
Like the stuff where you can get 3 bases and the walking distance between those bases. It's very nice. It feels it just feels good on both maps. So.
Does. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna go into game number 2. The trophy for the combined European nationals being displayed. LoWeLy and sYz going up against one another in a ZVZ. Let's jump into the game, as we do have up to the top left-hand corner here, FXO.LoWeLy going to be spawning as our blue Zerg, currently 1 game up. And spawning down in the bottom right-hand corner, we do have our red Zergy going by the name of sYz. He needs to be able to win this, otherwise he's going to be knocked down to that loser bracket. And I think some people would have been surprised that sYz got here over Monchi, but he was able to play pretty nicely against Monchi. So how is his ZVZ going to stack up?
He won a ZVZ so far. I think the first round was a ZVZ for him against Sony. Yeah. So, and LoWeLy only had Protosses so far, and still LoWeLy is leading 1-0.
Yeah.
So, and I felt the decisions he made later on in the game were always a little bit better than sYz, like getting the 3rd hedge earlier, getting the lair and the Spire, gaining map control with the Mutalisks. So, yeah, looked very, very solid. And once again, this very early pool here.
Yeah.
I think he will do the same opening.
Yeah, no doubt. Again, I'm a big fan of this opening in ZVZ. I do like it. It does ward you against quite a lot, as well as allows you to open up little windows that we saw LoWeLy exploit in game number 1. But, sYz mixing it up, and he's not going to be caught off guard by that.
It's 14-14 gas pool. Very, very standard. It used to be, I think, the most standard opening for Zerg.
I think to a certain extent it's still kind of... Yeah, again, you do see a lot of like this kind of timing pull from LoWeLy to be able to, again, kind of ward yourself against if your opponent is being a little bit more shenaniganry, or if he goes for the hatch first to be able to get those windows. But against this, it doesn't leave you, the earlier pull doesn't leave you in too much of a financial deficit, but I mean, the speed's going to be coming out at similar times, so it leaves you a little bit more of a harassment kind of deficit.
From what I learned about ZVZ, I think sYz is a little bit ahead in the build order.
Yeah.
Because he won't take any damage, and his speed is not that delayed either. So from what I know, I think he's a little bit ahead.
Yeah.
Because I think, like, the first 4 minutes in ZVZ, like, there's those very early pools where you get like 7 pool to counter 15 hedge or stuff like that, and then this pool timing by LoWeLy you just mentioned, and wow, we do see a roach run.
Oh, wow, actually, that's really quick. And he's actually going to see that. Yeah, he will see that.
Jesus Christ, he will. Wow.
Unless he keeps these dancing, but...
You better pull your probes, or I don't know. Okay, LoWeLy, he's sending one in.
Yeah, that's so
But the queen is about to pop. If the queen is going...
Focus?
Oh, he shouldn't have lava inject. Oh, no.
He does see that roach
running the wrong way, and actually it's just not doing anything, so...
Well, I mean, this could still potentially do some damage. We do have the expansion going down for LoWeLy, depending on how he reacts to this. He's getting quite a few Zerglings out. His own Roach Warren down to combat this as well. And considering the rush distances, I don't see sYz doing any damage with this before Roaches kind of really come out to be able to deny what would occur. So he's going to have like an expansion up, and yeah, sYz relegating him to Roach count, I think. So we'll see.
But sYz will be ahead in upgrade because he's getting +2 already on missile, and he has a second Evo. He could start. Wait, he doesn't have the gas, but soon he could start +2 carapace as well. The infestors are out right now. It's 4 of them. And is he trying to be aggressive out of 2 base? Because all his queens are grouped up.
I think he is.
Will it work?
I mean, I said before that I think he was going to get aggressive off the, like, but it...
It will take him a while to spread his creep.
Yeah.
All the way across, and I know that queens are really good against Mutalisk if you have fungal and some transfuse. So the question is, he has 2 queens at home. Wow, he got more and more queens. He's still producing queens, so I think he will push the creep a little bit further, and then he's trying to be aggressive here.
See, LoWeLy still knows his opponent doesn't have a 3rd base, so I think he's just trying to buy time here with these Zerglings, threatening with a counter-attack. He saw that there wasn't a 3rd with his Overlord, obviously, as you can see down here, and then the Zerglings poised to actually go for some kind of push.
And there are still like a couple of Zerglings behind the 3rd, so even if sYz tries to place a hatchery there, it will probably die. And you're right, he's totally planning on run by right now. The Mutalisk going to the main base, the Zerglings going to the natural. There are some roaches left behind, but will it be enough? I'm not sure.
But again, I mean, we talked about the decision-making of LoWeLy in game number 1, but in game number 2, it's equally as strong. Right now, sYz
killing the Spore, very nice with the Zerglings. Now he's going to kill the roaches together with the Mutalisk.
Oh, and at the same time, a huge engagement up to the north. sYz realizes that he can't get back there to be able to defend that. Fungal growths go down on the roaches, sealing a lot of them behind
Some of the roaches are focusing the infestors. Very nice there by LoWeLy. He picked off 1 or 2 of them. And yeah, it's too late to move back, so it's now or never. Oh, the infestors are still in a bad position. One of them died once again.
He does get the cancel. He does get the hatchery in though, and these queens have actually been holding their own against some roaches down to the south. Meanwhile, we still have the Mutalisks ripping up the main of sYz, but he is pushing forwards here with a lot of queens. I'm not so sure whether or not the queens...
the roaches are coming from the left side right now. He's transfusing a lot. sYz has a lot of energy on his queens. He should transfuse more before a queen dies. Too bad. One of them is gone already.
Those Mutalisks coming back right now for LoWeLy. He needs to pull everything. He is in a bit of a scary position right now. The Queen's actually lasting far longer here than LoWeLy would have anticipated. And right now, the Queen's doing a good job, but I think he's going to be able to clean this up.
He will be able to defend this. There was one Spinecrawler which was uprooted. Finally, he cleans up the Queens. There's 1 infestor left. It's gone.
The weird thing is after all of that craziness, it's by no means over. Because both players hardly lost any drones. I mean, yeah, 11 drones killed by sYz, but really that's not game ending.
The big thing is that he lost his infestation pit. So he can only make roaches right now, and there are still 9 Mutalisks on the map. So he has no anti-air.
Oh, wait a minute. He lost all his queens as well, because every single one of them was with him, so he's not going to have that much lava off the back of these 3 bases. But does 3 bases with no lava accumulate to 2 bases with only 1 hatchery's worth of lava? I think it might do.
Now he's trying to push there with the roaches while LoWeLy was out of position. But the roaches are already on the way back, and very nice by LoWeLy. He's blocking the entrance to the main base.
Oh, he wants to try and get in. These roaches are just ticking time bomb style. These Mutalisks are going to be able to demolish those. And look at that lovely transfuse by LoWeLy to be able to keep that blocked off. That was a big overstep there by sYz.
Yeah, and now he's making Hive.
Oh, wow.
sYz is making Hive and 5 Hydralisk. I'm not sure what the Hive is about. His 3rd base just finished. He's sending back the drones because he knows he cannot really defend it. And LoWeLy is on the way now. He will take down the hedge at the 3rd.
He will indeed. There's
and the Hydras will pop out there and they will die. We should cancel them.
2 suicidal Hydras there, and there you go. The 3rd does go down whilst LoWeLy is producing his 3rd as well.
It was a misclick. Yeah.
Right now we have 10 roaches on the way and 2 Hydralisks coming out for sYz. He needs to hold this ramp, but right now he's looking kind of down and out, as it were. I mean, there's still methods by which he can kind of come along here, but really against what LoWeLy has and against the fact that he's just established his 3rd once again, it's going to get a little bit tricky. And he even has so many infestors. And as you rightly pointed out, the fact that he sniped off that infestation pit was just really, really pivotal.
Yeah, so it's 5 infestor, right? Yeah, 5 infestor against 0. I mean, Roach Hydra is good against Roach Mutalisk, I assume, but the infestors will make a big difference. And Also, the hive was misclicked, by the way, because it's the same hotkey as Hydralisk, I believe. It's both H, so
Okay.
he misclicked there for a second. He cancelled it right away. So let's see. I think sYz is planning for one more big attack right now.
Technically, if he could have forced the engagement before these Infestors get there, but he's not going to be able to. Lovely Fungal Growths go down on 2 of those packs. Another Fungal Growth goes down. He realizes those Hydras need to die right now.
Yeah.
And indeed, they will do. A few more in the back here, but it's not going to matter. GG.
LoWeLy takes it 2-0.
Oh.
Very nice fungals in the end.
This is why I love ZVZ. Oh, it was so cool.
Yeah, I have to say, overall, LoWeLy seemed to be
He's strong.
a little bit stronger in ZVZ.
Yeah.
Well, a bit more.
It was well versed, well composed.
Yeah.
It was the decision making there, the option to counter attack. He saw that he would have never been able to really kind of crush what sYz was going to be throwing at him with those roaches and queens in the middle of the map. Setting up the Zerglings and setting up those Mutalisks to go for that counter attack.
Yeah, very nice positioning all the time.
Really cool.
Like
really
the Zerglings waiting behind the 3rd. And then they were waiting at the 4th, and when he saw the roaches and queens were moving out, he started to send the Zerglings in. And then he was doing it very smart. The Zerglings killed the Spore Crawler right away, so the Mutalisks were able to clean everything else up. There were some roaches left, killing the Infestation Pit, so he knew, even though if the game is not over, I'm gonna cripple my opponent, so he cannot reproduce any Infestors.
Yeah.
While LoWeLy was able to defend his natural, he had to pull probes, drones I mean. He lost a few of them, but not too many. And his Mutalisks were never like dwindling in any numbers. He always had 9 of them. And they were always doing a good job. So yeah, very nice.
Very
LoWeLy.
nice indeed.
He definitely deserved his spot in the winner bracket final.
Yeah, I agree.
He still didn't. He's not qualified yet because the top 2 will qualify, which actually means the winner of the winner bracket and the winner.
So he's top 4 right now.
He is top 3, I think. If he's losing both matches now, he will be 3rd because he's going to lose in the consolation final, right?
Yes, you're correct. Yes, so he's top 3. Wow.
Am I right?
I think so.
I think I'm right.
Yeah.
But
because he goes down to the loser bracket final.
Yeah.
If he loses this,
yeah.
which that is top 3. Top 3. Cool stuff.
All right.
Okey-dokes. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, a huge thank you for joining us here at the WCS Combined European Nationals. My name is Kylaris, me Hasu, and do go on Twitter and tweet us at MouseKylaris and at MouseHasuobs what you thought of those games and what you think of the next games coming up. But for now, we are going to send it over to the lovely Miss Zoe with an interview.
And I'm now standing here with the winner, with LoWeLy. So guys, the ones who are still here, give it up for LoWeLy, who just played a wonderful CVC. Yeah, thumbs up to you. And once more, of course, I have Robbie by my side as well for that very interview. So let's talk a little bit about those games. You that won with a convincing 2-0. Although in the second map, it felt a bit closer than in the first map. So let's talk about the first though. At which point did you think you won that one?
Well, he didn't place his 3rd expansion, and this was a big mistake. Usually Zergs plays 3rd early, so I can't usually kill it with Mutalisk. But he didn't place it, so I can just mining more and have a bigger army.
So now in the second one, you were ahead in drone count for quite a bit in that game. And in general, like it looked really strong for you at most of those points. Did you feel comfortable as well, or did you felt that it's really close?
When he started to push my 3rd, and I thought that I can easily take this push, but he managed to kill my 3rd. But okay, I had a lot of sunks. Sunkens.
Spine crawlers.
Spine crawlers, yes, okay.
That sounded almost the same.
That's why I'm here, man.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I have a question. Going into this tournament, what was your goal for this placement?
Okay, my goal is to show my best in every game. I don't think that I can show something special in a full tournament, but in every game I do my really hard.
Do you ever think in terms of I'll only be satisfied if I get minimum this place in the tournament? Or
No. Any win is really hard, and I'm happy that I can win in every game.
We're happy to have you here.
Yeah, we are. How humble and nice is that? Like, really admirable. And you came into this tournament as one of the favorites, really, as you did perform really well at NASL, for example, and also other tournaments lately. Do you see yourself as a really strong player here as well, or is there some players where you think like that can actually beat you?
No.